So we are still in the great state of New Hampshire and it is early. The boys decided to snooze in the van while I went into Route 1 Antiques and it was a treat. Let me tell you, this is probably now in my top 5 antique stores in New England, and there was just some magnificent items. Look at all this jewelry. That opal was amazing. Now it's a house that was converted into an antique store, so I'm just kind of giving you a broad view so you can see that. And this was an amazing vase. It was very thin and delicate, and it was signed Schmidt, I believe. I don't know who that is, and it was $45, 20% off. Over here, there was some sterling. A lot of sales going on in this antique store today. Most of the vendors had something on sale. Look at these little devils. They're like the cutest little thing, and little Halloween figurines. I thought they were adorable. There were Halloween postcards in there. They ran from $20 to $40. There was a little bat, but that cat pin was amazing against the moon, the yellow moon. And then over here, there was a whole bunch of Royal Hager. I've never seen this donkey planter before, and that kind of caught my attention. But that vase in the front was Hager. I think they wanted like 20 for that. And this one was a little more pricey. They wanted like 50 something dollars for it, I believe, if I remember. And then I had to come find all the tiny potteries, and this one was $5. There was a little like weirdness to the lip of it, so I left it behind, but I did find plenty of other tiny potteries, so don't worry. I do have some. We'll get there. I really like this next piece of pottery, and it was just like applied florals on top of the vase, and it was marked, but I couldn't quite make it out. And I think they said it was from Portugal, and it was right around $20, and I liked it, but I didn't think there was enough room for resale, so I did put it back. And I'm glad I did, because I ended up getting some better pottery. And here is the pottery that I did end up getting. The one all the way to the right, the tan and stone striped one. And there was that flower frog one and that purpley one in the front. They were $8 each. So I did buy 3 of those tiny little weed pots there. Unfortunately, I didn't get the sale because they were under $10. It had to be over $10 to get the sale, but that's okay. We got some Toby mugs up there, some decorative plates. Look at this metal container. It's a jack-o'-lantern. It was adorable. Over here, there was some more jewelry that I had to look through, of course. I'm looking for real eye-catching brooches. And then there was an Alexandrite glass vase to the left there. Definitely changes color. And then down here, there's another one of those purple insulators that I keep telling you to be on the lookout for. They had like over $100 marked on that one, so... And then over here, I found this cute little family of kokeshis, and the whole thing was $10. I don't do a lot with kokeshis, but I got all of them for $10. And then, of course, I had to look at that orb, and that everything in this case was $10. Like, it was just probably my favorite booth, but I only got the kokeshis. That little frog there was a Harmony Kingdom, and he was adorable. And now I'm looking at a copper, enamel on copper plate. And then this bird caught my attention, little folk art bird on a stick. But this was amazing, and it is large. It was right around 130, I want to say. Then this was a Hager dog statue. It might have been a lamp now that I see a cord in the background there, and it was pretty neat. And then over here, this was really fascinating. These are shards of pottery. There was a father and son team that dug up an area close by and found all this pottery. There they are in the photo. And they decided to make shards out of them and turn it into an art. So it's like little display case of all the different potteries that they dug up there. So I thought that was pretty neat. They were right around $300 each, but they put a lot of work into that, so it's definitely worth every penny of it. And this case had some Empoli genie bottles and a little Santa knee hugger. You can see his little head poking out there. They were very nice. More vintage Christmas over here. And they were also having a sale. They had some Halloween. I'm like checking out something really close. Look at the cat candy containers. They had noisemakers. Just really fun Halloween in this particular antique mall when I was there. Little miniatures. Look at those little chairs. And then there was some denim pottery towards the bottom. And this was a really interesting sterling silver mesh bag. And then there was a Bakelite clock. In the back, there was some binoculars, some old books, and some insulators. That's the one I just showed you. Another look at it. And then down here, this little chest caught my attention, maybe for the van, but I passed on it because it's not quite what I was looking for. And I'm glad I did, because I did find what I was looking on later this day. All right, over here, there was this beautiful perfume bottle up there, and there was a Jack in the Pulpit. Down here, there was some more beautiful jewelry, sterling silver place settings. There was some watches. I mean, just really well laid out and very easy to look through. Nothing was cluttered. You could see everything. A little cellulite baby back there. And it just came together. It looks really nice. And then I found this Van Briggle lady looking into the pond, and there's a turtle flower frog. I've seen the turtle flower frog before. It's hard finding the whole set, so I was really surprised that the set was still together. I don't know how much they had on it. I could not see the price though. So I kept going back here, and then this case had a lot of dishware. There was some Blendo, there was some uranium glass, and lots of teacups in there. And then over here, I like that cloisonne container. And there was a couple paperweights in there. Nothing too exciting, but still fun to see. And some snuff bottles on the top shelf there. And down here, there was more jewelry. And that little kitty container was adorable. I was looking at that splatter vase in the side. And then there was a paperweight right there that I ended up buying, and it is by Alex Zimmerman from Zimmerman Art Glass. So that was right around $20. And then over here, I found the cutest poodle plates. Like, I'm not a plate person, but these were adorable. They were $20 each, and they called them mid-century poodle plates. And I thought they were adorable. I'm not sure why they weren't selling it as a set, but they were cute. Look at them. Now, the backs were really clean to be mid-century. I think that threw me off a little. They took really good care of them. And then there was a butterfly enamel candle holder on copper. That was really pretty. And then over here, I really like that pottery, like, tobacco jar, if I had to guess. And I'm not sure what that was on the end. All right, up here, there was just a beautiful display of ceramic vessels. There was vases, there were pitchers, there were soup cups, and a lot of it was Czechoslovakian. It was nice seeing all displayed together like that. And then, of course, there's more jewelry. This place had a ton of jewelry, which I don't mind. I like it. I like seeing it. I like buying it. I like learning about it. So I really took my time looking over everything. And I did get a couple brooches from this store, I believe. Look how well that's displayed. It's just so pretty. Okay, down here I saw this perfume bottle that I wanted to get a closer look at. And then this was a familial rose marked on the back. It was a heavy plate. I was surprised how heavy it was. And I think it was right around $60. They had some more Asian pieces in this room. I really like that secretary's desk too that it was sitting on. They had some pieces over here of pottery, and down here there was a fireplace with more stuff on top. This faceted bowl kind of intrigued me. I'm not sure who made it. There was a Murano bowl there, a very delicate bird in the background. more dishware. And on the next shelf down, there was some Halloween Annalise. I do like the Halloween ones. I do pick them up once in a while when I find them at a good price. And then up here, we were looking at some books and some old pamphlets and more plateware. I love the blue and white together. I think that looked nice. And up here, there was some cats, little glass vase there. I don't remember who made that. Oh, that's pretty. I should have looked at that more. And we're about to come up on my favorite find of the day. I see her, this little witch knee hugger. She was adorable. She was only $12, so of course I got her. And then over here was a wall of glass against the window, and it looks so pretty. Look at all the colors coming through. And there was lots of mid-century glass, which is right up my alley. They had Viking 6-petal candy dishes. This frog was iridescent, and it was signed on the bottom. I forget who makes it, but it was right at $60. So I left it because I did a quick search and that's exactly what it sells for. So no wiggle room for me, even though I did like it. They had a lot of Blanco over here. Look at that bubble vase. It's amazing. I bet it has a little bit of glow to it. That might be the Jonquil color. And then, of course, they had some Viking tea lights, flower lights, some rainbow glass decanters. That's a Wayne Houston right there. I've had that before. Flower daisy vase, which is fun to find again. And then a little Murano cornucopia, which I thought was cool. And down here they had Jack in the Pulpits and a rainbow crackle glass decanter in purple. And everything was unfortunately right at retail, but beautiful, beautiful to see. There were some rocks down here, which, you know, I'm not really into, but I like jewelry, and sometimes they have rocks like labradorite. I got to see raw labradorite, which was pretty cool. And then up here, there was some vintage die cuts in the back, and there was a little perfume monkey. Kate has gotten one of those before in the past, and I think they're adorable. And then, of course, I'm looking at the jewelry, the bracelets, and getting a closer look at those beads because I was wondering if any of them were Bakelite, but they weren't. Still fun to look at. Look at those old baby shoes in the front. That's not something you see every day. And then coming up towards the top was a really cool jack-o'-lantern and an old witch hat. And then this basket had a bunch of vintage jewelry. I like that fish, but the rhinestone was missing out of its eye. But I had to keep looking, see if there's anything I needed. That shoe was interesting. It definitely looked more modern, but that's just a guess. I don't know. I liked it, but it looked modern. So I kept going, and there was more shoes in there, and just a fun variety of different brooches. That one had some faux pearls in the center of the flowers, and another shoe with a chunky heel. There was a rhinestone black one, looked like a leaf or a fern, I should say. But fun to look through, and there were really good prices on these. They were like right around $5 each. That little green rhinestone one there. There was a ballerina. So fun to go through. I did not get any of them because I was looking for something fantastical. I'm being kind of picky because I still have a ton of jewelry. All right, so after we left this antique mall, we went over to Exeter, New Hampshire, and we went to the Water Street Marketplace, and it's a mix of vintage and modern items. And right off the bat, I found this Murano bird, and it had some beautiful Latticino and gold oro in it. And there was another red bird that I had to check out, but I don't know, not as exciting as the one I just found. So then there was some jewelry, and their jewelry was closer to retail, so I could not buy anything from that particular vendor, but I did find a couple pieces that I was able to get at a different vendor. There was some teacups. Oh, look at the Mr. Toodles, the Lefton Mr. Toodles. I love finding them. So cute. I think it was a little creamer and sugar set, but it was at $47. And then there was some kokeshis back here. And I just got the kokeshi family over at the other place. So I did leave those ones. I had to check out this jewelry. And look at the beautiful purple ribbon brooch up there. They had umbrellas. They had rhinestones. So just some fun pieces. That umbrella, I wasn't sure if some of these were more modern. So I was a little confused by a couple of them. Look at that little Frenchie. How cute is he? And the little faux pearl grapes. And then a rhinestone doggy. And again, I think these were more modern. So not what I was looking for, but still fun to find. The green giraffe kind of threw me off. I'm like, giraffes aren't green, but you're kind of cute. And then there was a whale. And a mermaid. The mermaid was cool. I almost got it. I gotta say, I almost did, but she was definitely more modern. So I went over here and then I found this vintage froggy and I did get him. He was $4 and there was a cute little sheep. These are all pretty much $5. And then this one here was $7 with the rhinestones, but it was really well done. So I picked up that one too. So I got that one and the frog. But of course I have to look at all of them. I don't know what that was, a dancing bird. And a Christmas tree. I've been hoarding my Christmas tree brooches. I got about 15 of them right now. And a cute little owl one. Whoops, I dropped it. Don't worry, I picked it up. I picked it up and I put it back. And this vendor had really nice shelves with everything on display, some vintage dishware there. And this vase caught my attention. It's a Costa Boda. And they had it at $129, but still pretty to find. Beautiful mirror down there. And then up here in this case, there was some crystal, some old glasses, some more dishware, and just really well laid out. I had the pups with me, so it was really tight squeeze getting into all these little spaces, but we made it work. We made it work, and the people there were super nice. They got to see the pups. Look at this. It's a Kermit cookie jar. I've never seen this before. It caught my attention, and I said, don't open it. It was right at $150. We went and had lunch at the Thirsty Moose, and of course the pups were with me. We sat outside on the patio, and I got this delicious beet and goat cheese salad. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.